Yo, what's good everyone? I'm back with another reaction video, and as you can tell by the title, I am going to be checking out Stop Staring at the Shadows by Suicide Boys. I know this album has been long awaited. A lot of you guys have wanted me to check this album out for quite some time. Matter of fact, I think about a year ago, I put up a poll on my channel of what you guys wanted me to react to from the Suicide Boys. Most of you wanted Southside Suicide. Did that one last year, did Eternal Grey earlier this year, and now it's time for Stop Staring at the Shadows. So hopefully you guys enjoy this reaction. I'm looking forward to it. I've wanted to check this project out for quite some time. I know I've checked out a lot of old Suicide Boys music, but this album specifically came out in like early 2020, so I'm interested in seeing how they sounded in 2020 compared to how they sound now, and how they sound compared to some of their older stuff from 3 or 4 years ago. So again, looking forward to this one. Hopefully you guys are as well. And without further ado, let's go. Okay, so this project isn't terribly long. It's about 12 songs, 26 minutes. I think in my first ever Suicide Boys first reaction, I checked out And to Those I Love, Thanks for Sticking Around, which is the final track, so we'll be skipping that one. But I'm looking forward to hearing the rest. First track, All Dogs Go to Heaven. Let's go.
Leave up by that triple 60 grade. That they say, hey, I'm on a murder day. Yeah, Christ, turn and set and bless the devilish. Nowadays, I get my job, I fucking chasing dead. Mama raised a savage, knew I wasn't average. I see me coming up, he knew I had the package. Let the body kick, drummer with the sticks. Hands will fuck you, John, know who you fucking with. Fuck a chopper, Draco, called around me, Rico, yeah. Violence getting louder, projects getting bodied, yeah. When I'm up a Xana, quick to shoot the die. Ain't a cop to see, ain't no time for a guy. Fuck 'em up, shoot 'em, leave 'em in the yard. Got a bunch of youngins round me, take the charge. Fuck 'em up, shoot 'em, leave 'em in the yard. Got a bunch of youngins round me, take the charge.
Every time I listen to a Suicide Boys song that I haven't heard before, I'm always curious to see what flow Scrim pulls out of his arsenal, because he has quite a lot of different deliveries, flows, cadences. Every song sounds different. It doesn't matter what flow he decides to use, he always kills it. So it's always fun listening to what he has to offer. He always makes a track interesting with his very unique sound. Let's see what Ruby does here.
Yeah, we all the same, but we separated by commas. Yeah, we all the same until we all destroyed by commas. Alien invasion, better run them to your mama. Ruby ain't the problem solver, I'm the cause of all your problems. Bitch, I'm in Nevada, the ones I got 'em. Stored in blue sand with my cosmic ensemble. I don't give a fuck if they pressed us the bottom. Falling down like autumn, call them up, we're watching water full throttle when I empty out the bottle. When I empty out this clip that's full of fucking hollows. Spend a couple dollars just to make a couple dollars. All these bitches say my name as if it's something like the gospel. All these souls apostles looking like they wanna gobble. Looking at me crazy like they all been wearing goggles. Pull me up before I'm looking like a fucking waffle, feeling fucking awful.
Another aspect that I love about the Suicide Boys is their use of ad-libs. They always seem to have fun with the ad-libs. Ad-libs always add something to the track. It did in this one. It usually does in most Suicide Boys songs. Again, like what Scrim did in the beginning with his very unique delivery. And then Ruby came on, killed it with his intricate flow patterns. I love the song. The song's good. Alright, track 2. I Want to Be Romanticized. Okay, this beat is interesting. I have a feeling they're gonna sing.
Book the first class flight, fly me anywhere. Making J-Rats, I'm more far away. You wake me when we land on heaven. And then I must be a millionaire. Never in my life. On the verge of suicide, I told the world that you were right. I have two sides. One that wants to see you all thrive, and one that wants to see you fancy cars and fancy homes. Now you're already in long. Money on my mind. I lost track of time, tried to spend it all in one night. Now I'm broken to the thought. Came home late night, yeah. Hugging on my parents' night. Told me that
how to get by. All they see is dollar signs. All they see is dollar signs. Got them got itemized, manifested suicide.
That was beautiful. I could tell by the beat that they were going to sing on this track, and that's exactly what they did. Ruby killed it with his melody. I also like what Scrim did as well. His melodies were very nice, but he also added his own little touch to them. I've said this in every single Suicide Boys video that I've done, that they're so versatile. They really can do it all. Any type of genre. They could probably even do a classical song. They can do it all. And I think that's why I enjoy listening to them, and I know that's why a lot of people also enjoy listening to them. Always something different. Always versatile. And that's why they've been around for so long. Alright, track 3. One last look at the damage.
It's the most hated, most haunted boys that pay the cost. Slowly dying, but I'm flossing, looking good, ayy. Boy, bounce back from the dead, my business still shaking. I still tiptoe on the ledge, that shit ain't ever changing.
I take my chance riding dirty, my speeding lane swinging. I fucking made it to 30 without my neck breaking. My gun is holding a 30 that got his legs shaking.
If I keep it up, all these 3rd days gon' kill me before 3rd day. Another day wasted up my nose and it's still early. Don't you worry, I'm always in the hurry. So I cop the phone, coupe, slide around town till I gotta pull up to the court and loot. Start another route, now I'm feeling sorta blue. Nothing new, one of the chosen few. First of y'all give him some room. Let's best of y'all didn't assume that he is destined for imminent doom, unless he is ready to get in the tomb. You be such a bomb, but it make it look good. Trunk in the front, yeah, that's what's under the hood. Talking all this shit, man, I wish I really would. Another million plays, man, I wish I really could.
I mean, this shouldn't be a surprise, but the Suicide Boys are so good at going off of one another's verses and choruses and cadences, because that transition from Scrim's verse to Ruby's verse was crazy. I like how it was essentially seamless. All of a sudden, it didn't even sound like Scrim was done rapping. Ruby hops on, immediately kills his verse. I liked Ruby's cadence there. He's really creative in his cadences as well, going along with the beat and what Scrim did. So, again, shouldn't be a surprise that after all these years, they're really good at going off each other's sound. Track 4, Whispers Indistinctly. This sounds beautiful already.
I need with life. Life is what needed me. They looking rap for who the fuck wanna save me? Yo, heart's been dodging death and became my thing. Take my chances with the clock, cock it back and let Nina sing. Looking out my window, feel my pulse going down. Been mixing chemicals, trying to find a compound. I don't wanna feel a thing. Give me the drugs, none of the pain. Get away, fuck out my face. You wanna switch, well here's my place, but you can take it. How the fuck does it look from my view? Tell me what you thinking. It ain't all that it seems when you gotta face it, huh? Save lives daily, but I can't save me, no. All that glitters ain't gold, ain't that the same? Fuck.
This song's really interesting because the beat, even though it has a sample, even though it has this very peaceful instrument in the background, it isn't too crazy like most of their other beats. Instead, I feel like Scrim's verse already, and I'm sure Ruby's verse, kind of take the emphasis away from the beat, and it focuses more on what they have to say, their vocals, their lyrics, which I think is always important when you're an artist. Sometimes you don't want the beat to overshadow what you're saying, and I think right here the Suicide Boys did a good job at making sure what they're saying is not going unnoticed or being overshadowed by the respective beat.
Catch me at the cemetery, visiting my enemies. Gripping a machete, glistening this wrist and ready, reflecting wishes of death. If mine is selected tonight, I know the devil's sweat. You ever till I count to 7 to escape a threat? Please bury me under the cherry tree, standing on the floor of my grave, pissing on my destiny, rejecting death, cast my breath, my existence, they'll be questioning. Ruby back from the dead and better than ever. Yeah, I guess the sound using me whipping the Panamera is infinitely better than me dead and gone on the teller, interior leather. Chain still swinging, only now it make my neck rain to shine. Great from neck and measure up in any weather.
He said chain still swinging, but now it makes his neck hurt. Smart. Alright, next track. Track 5, Megazeth. Bro, yeah, they're gonna snap.
Often know with the tats on his face. Run, find a place where you safe. Far from grace in my maze where I play. Pray and faith when they claim that they safe. Laugh in your face. Try to jump on, boy, you might be afraid. Keys to the gate. Turn here, little bitch, and you ain't gon' stay.
Hold up, jump out with the gun, cock, going outside in the red dot. Shoot a motherfucker dead weight, land and it's tied to the gun line. Motherfucker out my box, it been knocked by the worst guy. You go better from the fight now, I'm a psycho, check my bloodline.
Bro, I could immediately tell that they were about to snap on this. Bro, the beat is like creepy. It's like very eerie. And you know when there's an eerie beat with the Suicide Boys, they usually snap. It's kind of like a dark, like gothic type beat. I mess with it. Like it's just creepy. Did he just bark?
I love these bitches afraid of me, and I love these fuckboys, they hate on me.
Yeah.
So just to sum it up, basically I really couldn't give less of a fuck. I'm from the era of terror, product of violence and pressure. Social conformity, rally yourself. Mention the devil, the fuck off forever. London, millennium, brought nothing better.
I wanna see bloodstains on the grill of the Mustang. Couple pills, just another pint.
6 rounds, 1 way. Claim the rise, burn my eyes. I wait for judgment day.
See? I said they could do it all. Ruby was rapping, then all of a sudden turned it into a scream. Versatile, like I said. The beat sounded crazy. Knew they were gonna snap. Like what Ruby did at the end. Going along with the vibe of the beat, letting out a scream. I think he also barked before he hopped on the track, but, you know, Ruby's different, man. Alright, next track. Putrid Pride.
Outside, shawty, fill up in a drop top. 3 a.m. with a night backdrop. Popping on pills like a pop cough drops. Still the same boy that came from Jefferson Street. Yeah, still the best friend that the devil keep. Yeah, always burning up, 666 degrees. Like a scarecrow inhaling, threw away the key. Yeah.
As the years go by, another day closer to that time is ticking hurry.
As the years go by, another day closer to death time, let's take and hurry.
As the years go by, another day closer to that time is ticking hurry.
As the years go by, all the things that you were gonna do, you never did them. Now you're wondering how come they never listen whenever you're talking. Now who the fuck just walked in? Got the clear the yeah, fuck that, I'll be coughing to my coffin. And in my coffin I won't toss and turn. Instead of rest, I burn some sleep. Let me dream of sheep. Release me into the deep. Cover up my head with the sheep. As the years go by, the drugs used to be fun. Now they become a problem. As the years go by, before your life even begun, now it's coming undone.
This is probably one of my favorites on the album so far. Unlike most Suicide Boys songs, Scrim just immediately started going as soon as the play button was pushed. Usually they give a like maybe 15-20 seconds for the beat to roll in. No, Scrim just immediately started singing, then all of a sudden him and Ruby went back and forth. Love that part. Then again, Ruby out of nowhere just starts going crazy, flowing super fast. I enjoyed this song a lot. Again, very versatile. Both artists showed what they could do. I liked the transition back and forth between them. This is hard. Alright, track 7. That just isn't empirically possible. This beat sounds beautiful too.
It's lonely at the top. All of my enemies have been defeated. The ground have been sitting in my head for too long. It's time that they give me this lead. The fight of the crowd is misleading. Stay solo, some better about all of my demons. Looking for fools to take deep in. Cause they're feeding them all of my secrets. I'm not something like I'm like, oh my god, I got like, oh my god, I'm tossing, dropping down the floor. I'm in my reggae boy, like I take the shit up, I'm ready to fuck it explode. Open up, knock, knock, here comes the Glock, cock, 9 million, pop, 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 oh no. Making a mess, my aim is the best, like it's Tasha Quinners out of the know.
Ratico done with some selection, I hate crush up with some dust. Elevated to another dimension, so I gotta live in my strength. Fuck, I do not care to be here or be there. In the meantime, I seen that I stop. Swerving and crushing the dying, the best of your Christ, you address me as such. What?
Crazy little demon, they ripping, they see me face tatted from ear to ear. Yeah, no sidewalk with a God-sized talk. If I conquer this, gonna be fierce. Yeah, manic depressive, relentless in session. I hide in the room, the stalk is me. Dollar sign B in the stare at the P from G-R-E-Y till I R-I-P.
Hard. He snapped. Both of them snapped. I like that little beat stop right there too. That was hard. Kind of a transition there, slightly. This beat is crazy too. Yeah, they're about to go crazy.
Hey. Ruby the fucking cherry, bitch, yeah, I'm the time it does it. All of a sudden, me and my cousin, rich from pressing buttons. Lost in the sauce, yeah, I need a fucking compass. Thinking out all these industry plans, their roots were covered in fungus. She asked if she could blow me, I said, bitch, I ain't no trumpet. She then called me a husband, I said, no, bitch, we just fucking. This ain't for discussion, mix the Sprite up with some tussin'. Fuck it, I bust into a bitch, it's time to kick the bucket.
What I've noticed in a lot of their music is that the sample in the beat kind of sets the pace and the tone of the song. As you can hear, the samples, dude's rapping super fast or sped up super fast, and those distorted 808s in the background are crazy, bro. Ruby snapped. I know Scrim's about to snap too. Off rip, only 47 seconds in. This one is one of my favorites, if not my favorite so far today.
Watch me fade the black behind the marijuana smoke. Separate color grids, no be a cup and the same flow. Scream at blood and murder, do it, double my kinfolk.
Yeah, that was hard. That song was absolutely crazy. It really reminded me of something that would have been on Long-Term Effects of Suffering. I meant to say this earlier, but I can't remember which song it was. Reminded me off of a song that would be in I Wanna Die in New Orleans. So I messed with that song heavy. Again, the distorted 808, Scrim, Ruby, absolutely snapped. I love when they rap over beats that sound like that, bro. Perfect songs for the car. That was definitely one of my favorites so far. Alright, track 9, Bizarro.
Still riding when my devil saying shit change. Got into my tempo shopping at the plane. Feel a motherfucking phone like a standard 3. Grab Reaper energy when I hit the streets. Motherfuckers better hide, baby, die quick. It's the same man, better run shit. Switch back to my old ways of days. Dip bottles in the can, can't feel my face. Hey, face, fuck what they say. Feel like drugs, can't feel my face. Right, yellow, rock, hell no sleep. Hell no the block. Tell me what you want. Tell all the why. Say the word's yours, get your word in my size. Hoes try fuck, hoes try lie. Eat that bitch's raw, so my dick give me top. Let it sip a lot. Scripts from a dog, Vanessa like a car, baby.
A lot of people may not like the effects that are put on either Scrim or Ruby's voice when they sing, but I personally really like the auto-tune. I think it adds a lot to the track. It's different for sure, but I always have enjoyed it every time they utilize the auto-tune or any type of vocal effect when they sing. I think it adds a ton to the song. I think it adds yet another aspect to their repertoire in terms of different sounds that they have. This song is really different. Haven't really heard Scrim do something like this before, at least on the projects and songs that I've listened to. Again, kind of going back and forth between like singing to a little bit of rapping, but mostly kind of just harmonizing and creating a really good melody.
Trade houses, 2 cars, I'm a boss ass. Spent 100,000 sucking on my snapback. Fucking ducking, that's a small quack. Blowing out a broad's back. I can fucking come, cause my dick is numb and all that. Fall back, I'm a callback. Where my dog's at, lining up the chalk fat. Yeah, her ass left, but she brought it back. Shorty pointing at that shit, so I bought it that. Baby, fuck what they say. Next time they talk, I'ma fuck their face. Reach into my pocket, yeah, I fucking got it. Ooh, that shit was fire like the bottom
still going. That song was really different. Again, something that I really haven't heard from the Suicide Boys before. I really like the melodies that they created throughout the track. Very beautiful and elegant song. I like their singing. That was very unique, but also very good. All right, track 10, Scope Set. Yeah, they're about to go crazy.
Fuck it, how you found it? It's the psychopath. I'm killing everything around me. Fuck the aftermath. Black bath on my hands, like a red dick. I get motherfuckers standing right up at the ledge. Bring the chaos and the say I'm going crazy on the radar. Let me just say fuck your technique. Then I see where do I begin? Get back on the clock, looking for a fucking need. We'll be right behind me, wanna test your love.
AKA R. Millimeter. 22 rule plenty ways that I see it. Shoot the kill. Aim for me for failure. On my head like my brain still send chills. I lost my proper body scale.
I love how those 808s come in after a little bit. I also like the sound effects. It adds, again, a lot to a track. Every effect, every sample, everything that the Suicide Boys do in terms of their production adds a lot to a track. Always makes it fun to listen to. Always sets them apart from a lot of other artists.
Ruby the champion, not Ruby the juice. Every day losing the screw. Choose to do what I do. This life that I lose one day is proof it's true. Refuse to use the shit you say is fucking cool. Trying to find my way feels like a fucking Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
What the fuck is new? What the fuck is new? Snakes trying to wear Gucci shoes, what a view. Better more than you can chew, that was fucking rude. Trying to get that face tattoo removed, what you do?
Bro, that was hard. I like that one a lot. All right, next track.
Bitch, I'm body gun, ran it with the devil's man. Tripping the 6 to fuck my bitch, I'm flipping crucifixes, man. Spelling safe, riding with a couple weapons out. 211 toes from heaven, junkie creeping out. Come and tell me how you want a demon clutching on my hot bar. Creeping in the 7th, then that motherfucker sipping out. And for those I hear a tumors and he got can't stand me. Fuckers daily, fuck your culture, motherfucker, fucking grab me.
You guys gotta let me know, what category would this beat fall into? Because it's really reminding me of like an old school type beat, but I really can't put like my finger on what exactly it reminds me of. You guys gotta let me know. It's, again, really different from what I've heard before. It's very, very unique sounding beat. Scrim snapped already. That evil laugh in the background is kind of creepy, but I mean, what's new?
There's a dozen rotten bouquets on top of the 2 graves. I'm digging till I dug them, one for me and one for you, baby. Told her the new Mercedes, so I cop another bean. Strap it like I true baby, sheet the blue blade, place the rock beside your knee. Hold up, what the fuck you know of? All in the wood, over the wolf and face it back sober. The last few months, bitch, I never left the sofa. Patiently waiting, the venom is fading out my cake, cobra.
Bro, that laugh. Yeah, bro, it reminds me of something like old school. Maybe like an old school, like New York type sound? I'm not too sure. Like I said, you guys gotta let me know what that beat reminded you of, because it reminded me of something. I'm just not sure. I enjoyed the song. I really like what Ruby did in his verse. Again, intricate flow patterns every time he raps. He always kills it, like what Scrim did in the beginning. This was yet another good song. And then, like I said, track 12, and to those I love, thanks for sticking around. Already checked it out on my first ever reaction to the Suicide Boys, so check that out if you want to hear and see my reaction to it. But yeah, that's it for the album. And that was Stop Staring at the Shadows. I enjoyed the project. I really liked the songs that had the distorted 808s. I felt that the album had a good mixture of songs that were like super hard, that had a lot of distorted 808s, but also a lot of songs that incorporated the singing aspect of their music. So a lot to choose from in this album. I don't think I liked it as much as I Wanna Die in New Orleans or Long-Term Effects of Suffering, but nonetheless, this album was still really enjoyable. I really liked a majority of these songs. Again, a lot of versatility shown throughout this album. Loved the beats as usual. Production's always top-notch. Liked what Scrim and Ruby had to offer. Again, bouncing off of each other. Their flows were crazy. Their melodies were elegant and beautiful. I really liked this album. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my long-awaited reaction. I know that they're dropping an album in, I think, mid-July, so I'll definitely be checking that out. I don't think I'll be checking out any of the singles that they drop in anticipation of that album, just because I think it'd be cool to hear them all together on the same album. So stay tuned for that album dropping in a few months. Again, I'll be checking it out, looking forward to checking it out. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want me to react to next in the comments below. Hey, yeah, peace.